Okay, good morning from St. Petersburg, Florida. I want to introduce you to Art Stars Network, a website that we now own. We've owned Art Stars Network probably for about 7 years now. We've been doing this, and what it is it's a website that we bring a bunch of internet live streaming channels together. And we have a live stream channel of our own, but mainly what the website is about 30 plus channels that we have, and we keep adding to the website. And what the website does is sometimes channels, they run out of things to do. A lot of the channels had live streamers and started with Occupy Wall Street. And as Occupy Wall Street died down and streamers couldn't afford to be streamers anymore, a lot of them dropped off, got jobs, and went about their own way. Occupy Wall Street pretty much started when we were having a lot of economic troubles in the United States. From countries. And when it came to the United States, right around 2011, somewhere around in there, that's when I got involved in it. And by being involved, I mean I started to watch it and go into the chats and chat box with a lot of the people that were in there because I didn't agree with a lot of things they were saying and a lot of things they were doing. I decided that I was going to start bringing all of these channels together, so that whenever channel owners or producers of these channels would do a show, they would have access to all of these channels at their fingertips, and they didn't have to open up a bunch of windows, have a bunch of tabs going, which was harder on your computer, caused your computer to freeze. So what I did is I just put a bunch of channels on a website, and at one time I had almost 50 channels that they could thumb through, and whatever was live they could mirror it and put it on their channels, and they didn't have to open up a bunch of tabs. And that's one of the reasons that I did it. I did it for myself, mainly to when I wanted to mirror another channel or a streamer. Streamers have their own channels, and what I would do is I would put them together in what I called a monitoring room. So I would set up a room just with the screens on them. I didn't have the chats hooked up to them, and then I would mirror, 4 or 6, whatever I could fit onto the screen, and then as they were doing something interesting, because they had to be live, I would clump them into a bunch of live channels, and then what I would do is I would click on it, turn the sound on, and then my viewers, my chatters, could watch all of the channels without having to go looking for them or chase them around. So that's one of the reasons that I have Art Stars Network. It was for my own use, a tool for myself that that I used, and it is catching on. Currently we've got a regular group that comes in every day, about 60 strong, 60 unique visits every day. Climbs as high as 100, but we've got 60 people that use our site for whatever reason they use it for. Like I said, it's a site to make things easier for the chatter and the viewer to check out what's going on with live stream. So we have live stream and Ustream, and well, they're two different companies, two different internet web providers, or I guess that's what you call them. They're hosts, they're web hosts, and one is called Livestream, and the other one is called Ustream. And Ustream, you can hook a cell phone up to it, or now they've got the cameras that you can use. You can hook that up to it, and you can live stream to these channels. And if you have a following, like, I'll show you some of the more active channels, you can live stream to your viewers. You can show them whatever it is you want to show them. A lot of people show, mostly it's politics, and mostly it's the right fighting the left. Democrats fighting the Republicans, or Democrats fighting the anarchists, or Democrats fighting whoever. That's usually what it is. And if you can flip it the other way, the anarchists fighting the Democrats, but the anarchists have to fight the Republicans and the Democrats and the independents and whatever, because anarchists don't want to follow no rules. They don't want to have any rules at all. So what I did is I brought all of these channels together. It didn't matter to me if they were Democrat or Republican or anarchists or Occupy Wall Street, or now we've got the American Spring taking hold. It didn't matter to me. If you had a live show, I was going to put your channel on, as long as there was no nudity. There is some profanity. We don't. We try not to filter too much. We've got one channel where Nicole Sandler, she cusses a lot. She uses the F-bomb every chance she gets, but that's the way that she talks, and we don't try to stop people from being who they are. Our job, my job, is to put channels on for people to watch. That's why we're a network. We don't discriminate. So the channels that I have found, are the channels that I have on. At one time, and I may go ahead and start that today, is an art channel, all about artists, and put channels from just artists on there. I had them at one time, and they were helping the site quite a bit. And then I had some trouble with the site, the way that they were billing me. They had some creative math, and it didn't take a rocket scientist to see that that I was paying 13 months a year. I don't know why they think they should get an extra month a year, but they were charging you for it. And the way that they did it is they charged you every 4 weeks. Well, if you get charged every 4 weeks, some months are longer and some months are shorter, but mostly they're longer. So at the end of the year, you end up paying 13 months. And, I told them if they would just charge me once a month, I would stay with their service. And they were charging me like $20 a month. And, they said no, they didn't do it that way, because they knew they were cheating the people. They knew it. So we dropped them. And, at the same time, all of the channels that I had were dying. Those 50 channels were dying. Those streamers stopped streaming. The people that used to go to these channels stopped going. Either they got a job, they got bored, I don't know what happened, but they stopped going to these channels. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through a tour, because it's my understanding that y'all get bored after 15 minutes of watching any video. That's according to an expert who happens to be on our site. So he does it 24 hours a day. I don't know why he says 15 minutes is a good number, and then he does it 24 hours a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of our site. What we have here is our home page. This is what somebody will see if they just enter artstars.com. They will come directly to here. We started with this new banner. I used to have my logo and ArtStars Network up there. And then I just decided that I'm a Democrat, and what I want to promote are the Democrats. I hope that the Democrats win every election, and one of the things that I want to see, one of the things I've wanted to see all along, was better health care for all Americans, and equal rights for all Americans. So Democrats are the ones that offer that, even though there's some smaller organizations that claim to want that. I want to be on, I don't want to waste my vote. for like the Green Party or some other party. I don't want to waste my vote like that, because every vote that gets wasted, that means that the Democrats get another step. I mean, the Republicans get another step up. My dream is to see no Republicans in office. We need to replace the Republicans with the Green Party is what we need to do, or replace the Republicans with some kind of independent party. As long as they replace the Republicans, they don't need to be in our government. They are the reason we have government. We have a government so that the rich and the oligarchs get stopped from doing some of the things they're doing, and they joined our government, and we let them. Poor people vote for Republicans and let them. So I'm a Democrat, and I decided that I was going to wear my political persuasion proudly. So let me show you some of our site. So here is a saying by Martin Niebler, and it's something that I always thought was kind of a good thing. First they came for the communists, and I did nothing because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did nothing because I wasn't a socialist. Then they came for the unionists, and I did nothing because I wasn't a unionist. And then they came for the trade unions, and I did nothing because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't do anything because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. And that's about the reality of things. You don't have to get real mushy about it, but the fact is you've got to fight and take a stand somewhere, and I've taken mine on this site. So this is the front page, and I have my Ustream and my live stream channels. This is a Ustream channel on top and a live stream channel on the bottom, and as you can see, well, I'll have to show you, but in the left hand corner there'll be a live button if you're live. That's the way that these channels work. The channels, you can do anything with them. You can you can be Susie Baker or Tommy Tinker, whatever you want to do. You can do it with these channels, and we just happen to do politics because that's what we're interested in, is politics. So we do politics. Now, STC stands for Scatter the Chatter. That's the name that I've given what I do, scatter the chatter, because that's what I think I do. And like I said, I don't really care what the chatter is. I just want the word out there, everybody to have a voice, and I bring them voices together so that on days that their one channel isn't getting any traffic, hopefully the traffic of the channel will go everywhere. So that's what I do, and this is our first page, Scatter the Chatter. So let's hope everything works right. I click on it, and she switches to Scatter the Chatter. This is our first page, and these are our, well, what I call our hardcore channels. These are the channels that always are busy. They have traffic going on all the time, so they end up on the first page. So this is what the new people coming to Scatter the Chatter is really what I call the site. This is one of the first pages they see, but it's not necessarily the most popular page. I don't get to choose what's the most popular page. I just get to do what I think is working. So on this one, we have on the top, we have what countries they come from and how many page views this particular page has gotten. But this is what our first page looks like, and on the top we have one of the more popular channels. This guy stays pretty busy, but when he isn't busy, his chatters are, and a lot of times he's not on the air, or whoever helps him isn't live and on the air, but his chatters stay there pretty much 24/7, chatting about whatever it is they like to chat about. This particular channel is chatting about American Spring. So whether they admit it or not, they're Republicans of some sort, Tea Parties of some sort. And other chatters, with different ideas will come in and they fight. They have their opinions and they call each other names, and that's what these channels do. That's what these chats do. So that's one of the channels. And this is another channel. This is a global channel. This owner is out of Canada. And most of the people that work for him are Americans, but he does have Canadians working for him. They don't get paid. Nobody gets paid. This isn't something that you're going to get paid to do. From what I've seen, it's pretty hard to get paid to do this. Some of these channels depend on donations. Some of them just do it. I just do it. I never ask for money. I never ask for donations. And at this point, I don't see me doing that. It's pretty inexpensive to do this sort of thing. Although it takes up a lot of your time, if you're doing this for a job, you may be making a big mistake. I do it for a hobby. It costs me like $6 a month to run the website, and the channel is free. Ustream and Livestream is free. So these other people will be charging you for their time, because all this stuff is basically free. $6 a month, you might as well call it free. A cup of Starbucks will cost you $5, so there you go. Again, this is Global Occupy, and what they do is all politics, and then every now and then, they have a personal thing going on and they deal with that. This is Dissenters. Dissenters is a channel where the owner of Dissenter bases a lot of the stuff on the news, current events. That's what most of the channels are about, current events. And Crusader 54 is the owner of the channel. And what Crusader does is goes out, finds the news, posts links, and then every now and then she'll run something live. So this morning, or because that's one of the things that we never know. We never know for sure if they're he's or she's, hims or hers, or boys or girls, women or men. We don't know. So I just try to use their name. Crusader 54 owns this channel, and Crusader deals with the news. Crusader is has Crusader's views of how he or she thinks the country is going, and the problems that it has. Most of these channels deal with problems. They tell you what the problem is. I've yet to see a channel dedicated to solutions. So Crusader deals with problems. And then we have Global Revolution. Global Revolution was the channel that started all of the channels, as far as I know. Everybody who has a channel that I know that's on this site came from Global Revolution. Global Revolution was the first channel that dealt with Occupy Wall Street. So we all came to Global Revolution and then didn't like the way Global Revolution was being handled, so we moved along. We went and got our own channels and did it our own way. Once we found out it was free, everybody just left. At one time, this channel was running like 10,000 people. You couldn't, that chat there, it was moving so fast it was smoking. And what people did is they left and got their own channel because it was so busy. And then as Occupy started to dwindle down and the chat Global Revolution started to slow down, people actually got a chance to talk. And then when they got the chance to talk, they found out that Global Revolution wasn't exactly what it said it was. They didn't allow free speech. If you didn't agree with what they were saying, you were a troll. And a troll is somebody that deliberately starts trouble, when actually they were the trolls. They still are the trolls. And they would blame everybody for being a troll. And so these people all left and started their own channels. So that's what happened to Global Revolution. So Global Revolution went from 10,000 to 8 viewers. And Occupy Wall Street isn't heard of very much anymore. It's kind of like the old chair out on the front porch or something. It's there, you see it, but it ain't doing nothing. Nobody sits in it. Nobody goes there. some of the moderators keep it going by being negative, making sure that everything that they do is negative, and that has a way of bringing people in to fight. So as you can see, it has a red button on the left there, meaning that they're live, which means that one of the producers in Global Revolution is streaming. And what they're doing is they're mirroring something else. Maybe there's a streamer out there that's live and they're mirroring them. Or, they might be mirroring a video. Mirroring just means that they copy it live and send it to their channel, which is what these channels all do. They all do that. They mirror. So that's Global Revolution. And then we have our home channel. And now I call it Democrats United. And right now we have 3 viewers. Global, as old as it is, had 8 viewers. And we're about as old as Global. And we have 3. We don't get very many viewers to our channel because we don't do much chatting. There's already places for people to go and chat, so they really don't come and chat on our channel. They do their chatting elsewhere, and I do what I do. I still inform people. I do the news and talkies like this. This is being set up so that I can put this on my WordPress page and talk about the site and what we do on the site. Promotion, yeah, it's promotion. I got to promote myself. So that's me. That's us at ArtStars Networks. And now we have Syria. Okay, Syria has always been about Syria. Syria is a serious place. And they have this channel. They haven't changed. Their viewership has gone way down, like most channels have, as people lose interest, as people get tired of hearing how bad things are. After a while you just get fatigue. You're tired of hearing, somebody's baby got blown up today. And so they leave and they look for, a little bit of comedy relief or something, So that's Syria. And they're still alive and well on our site, and we'll stay there. Like I said, we don't decide what the content of these channels are unless it's ridiculous. If you start flashing nude pictures and stuff, we'll take your screening off. We'll leave your chat on, but we take your screen off so that people don't come in and see a big old whatever on the screen, a big old butt or whatever on the screen. So that is Syria, Syrian freedom. And then we have the other possibilities. The other possibilities was built by a lot of the mods that worked really hard to get Global Revolution going. And, they just got tired of Global Revolution and the way the owner was handling the channel and who he was turning the reins over to. So they all left, and quite a few of them left, and they started this channel, which is the other possibilities. Now, OPN, as it's known, the other possibility network, is owned and operated by Art Ister, and he's got a few producers that help him with this channel. And what they do is he does a lot of different things. They do music in the morning. They have a producer that comes in and plays music, and they discuss music. And then he does live shows, about whatever the politics. If people are voting, he does stuff about voting, and art, art stuff. So that's what the other possibilities is about. And then we have our Contact Us form, which is a secure form that we have. As you can see, it's a CAPTCHA form, so we don't get bombarded by robots or bots or whatever. You've got to be a live person to do this. So that's our Contact Us form. And then at the bottom we have a counter that shows the unique visitors, and we have this on every page. This particular page has 144 unique visitors. Now, a unique visitor is an individual that comes and goes, and they don't get counted over and over and over again. These are 144 individual people that come to this page. So this particular page is dealing with 144 individuals. When they come, when they go, we never know. But we count them. We count them, and they're what they call unique visitors. The reason I say they is because that's what the internet calls them, unique visitors. And a unique visitor is, each one of those is an individual. So that is the bottom of that page, and that's pretty much the way our site is. It's filled with channels like this. And although we have different pages with different channels, they're basically the same, just the faces have changed. Now we have a page that I call Chatboxing, that is just a page with the chats in them, no screen. And the reason that I do this is, a lot of chatters don't have, newer computers with the RAM that it takes to run some of the sites like mine. Their computer has low RAM, and if you have low RAM, that means you're going to crash more, because RAM is the memory of your computer, and it remembers everything. So if you come onto a site like mine and you don't have much RAM, you're going to crash a lot. If you jump around a lot, or if you try to open other pages, you're going to have that problem. And it's a RAM issue. It's not my site. We don't have malware and a lot of bullshit that people trying to stop the site say we have. There's people out there that actually attack the site because they don't want us to succeed for their own personal reasons, whatever they are. Insanity, I guess. I don't know. But this page is just chats. That's all they are. I call it a chat boxing site because I set side by side chatters that might not be able to go into a particular channel because they get banned because of their views. So what I do is I put them right next door to that panel, because it's not just one. You might have 10 or 15 or 20 people that are banned from a particular channel, but they go to this other channel, and sometimes they like to talk about where they got banned from. So I put them side by side, and this takes up less RAM. As soon as you have that little video running, that takes up a lot of your RAM. So you try to open up a page that's got, I try to keep our channels to 8 or 7 on a page, and that helps the people with the slower computers use our site. So this is our chatboxing page, and as you can see, there's 6 are coming up, 8 is coming up, 10 is coming up, and we have 10, and then of course on the bottom we have unique visitors. This one has 65 unique visitors. That means 65 individuals on a regular basis come to this page and look around and watch these people. Some people use this and talk from here. This chat may talk to that chat, and they use it as a tool, and that's what it is. It's a tool. This particular page has had 348 page views, and this one also has a poll. This is a poll that we started a few days ago because a lot of people get called trolls. No matter what, you get called a troll. You're a troll if you look the wrong way. And these are the people that actually do a lot of the troll calling. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a poll of the trolls, because a troll is somebody that goes into a channel and basically starts trouble. They steer it up, and that's their job. So these people actually are trolls, but they spend a lot of their time calling people trolls. So we can look at and see right now, Rise PDX has 8 votes as the biggest troll. Brenboo has 1. Annie Sings has 1. and there's another one here that has 1, a total of 11 votes. So we'll leave this on, for maybe a week or a month or whatever, and we'll see if it's being used. If it's not being used, we take it off because it takes up a bandwidth. For anything that's on the internet takes up bandwidth. So if it's not being used, take it off. Your page will move faster. So that is the ArtStars Network site. I have a monitor room where I go in and do stuff that I want to do. Now this room here is password protected. We have password protected rooms that the producers can use, and that they're the only ones that can go in there, and they put whatever they want in there, and they're the only ones that can go in there. So it's a password protected room. We have a Tiny Chat now. A Tiny Chat is another host company that you can go in and chat on this one. This one will deal with any problems that might happen on our site. Sometimes live stream goes down, and sometimes Ustream will go down, and you can come into Tiny Chat and discuss, because people do get addicted to these chat rooms, and when something goes down, they want to know, is it my computer, or is it the web hosting company like Livestream or Ustream or Bambuster or whatever you're using? Is it their problem? So we put this on yesterday, which would be May 23rd. Can't just say yesterday because this is going to be something that's going to run on a regular basis. So that is, we also have a glossary. Now in the glossary, I'm starting to pick through names that words that are used on the site, like anarchist, hits, net neutrality, just things that people, page views, what a page view is, what a troll is, what a unique visitor is. And this one's not getting too much traffic. This has 7 unique visitors, and once you know this, you know this. But little by little, I'll build this page as I add more information on some of the terms that get used on Scatter the Chatter. So then we've got a Contact Us page, and of course we have all of these forms on all of the pages to make it easier, to contact us if you want a channel put on, if there's something that you'd like to keep private and talk about it, some suggestions that are made. And it's carrying 9 unique visitors have come and looked at it. And like I said, if you have a complaint about the way we do things, you can go to the Contact Us and send me a complaint. I'll check it out and get back to you no matter what. So we are going to head back home, and thank you for watching. It did take us 33 minutes. Sorry if we went over. Sorry if we took up too much of your time, but we hope we explained what Scatter the Chatter is and why we do it, and we hope you visit. Look at the links above the little YouTube that's going to be sitting in our WordPress, and we hope you visit. We could use some new blood. Come in, throw some punches. Be careful, because if you swing, somebody may hit you back. So welcome to Scatter the Chatter, and that will do it for this. We also do the news and we play the blues. So stop by, don't be shy.